Well, it's an absolute gorgeous day, but right now I have the sun completely in my eyes. But I wanted to share with you something I enjoy sipping on, and that is a homemade strawberry rhubarb slush. It is delicious and it is alcoholic. Let's see how I make it. And here's one of my 2 rhubarb plants. I've already harvested once this year. As you can see, I'm going to be harvesting more today. We've got a lot of rhubarb. So here's our ingredients. We have some fresh strawberries. You can also use frozen strawberries. And of course you can use cut up rhubarb, or in my case, rhubarb juice that I made, yes, in May of 2014. I'll be making some more today. And then you need a little 7-Up or squirt, something like that, some sugar, and vodka. Now you can still make this even if you don't have fresh strawberries or rhubarb growing in your garden. This is really adapted from a Betty Crocker recipe, and in the recipe you are using 3 cups fresh rhubarb or 1 bag 16 ounces of frozen rhubarb, which you can get at the grocery store, 2 packages 10 ounces each of frozen sweetened strawberries, slightly thawed, 1 cup sugar, 1 1/2 cups vodka, and you're going to have your lemon lime carbonated beverage. Now I have a video, if you click on this eye here, you can see how I make rhubarb juice, which is really easy to make and comes in handy, especially for making a slush. But if you're making this recipe the way Betty Crocker specifies, you're going to be heating your rhubarb and sugar and boiling it in a saucepan over medium heat and stirring occasionally. And you want the rhubarb really, really tender. So as you can see, either way, it's really, really easy to make this drink. In this case, I'm using my canned juice. And the reason we're heating it up is we want to melt sugar. We'll start with 1 cup sugar and see if that's going to be enough. Your only objective here is really just to melt the sugar. It actually melts pretty fast. Take a little taste. I think that's about right. It's still got that little, sour, sweet sour taste. But I think that's enough. Turn it off. Now you can add your frozen. I sliced these fresh strawberries up. Thought they'd blend a little easier. You can blend this in your blender, or in this case I'm using a Merchant blender. I really like this tool. It's kind of fun to use. And that way you don't have to dirty a blender too. I just need to mix 12 ounces. In this case it's 7-Up. Any lemon lime soda will do. Now we're going to add our vodka. There's a cup. And a half. Oh heck, maybe we went 3/4. Just going to mix everything in. Pour this in. Look at that beautiful color. That look pretty? Now we just got to put it in the freezer. So we're going to leave it in the freezer overnight. We'll come back tomorrow night and have some great strawberry rhubarb slushes, or rhubarb strawberry slush, however you want to say it. So doesn't it have a beautiful pinkish red color? Now let's dish it out. Find it's easier with a fork. Oh, we got a nice big chunk there. And it's the vodka, or alcohol I should say, that keeps it from freezing completely solid. So there we have that. Now you just want to pour some more of your lemon lime soda, in this case 7-Up. And put it to the top like that. And then you're going to smoosh it up a bit. And just let it set in a minute so I can do it without spilling it all over. That one's for my husband. This one will be for me. Won't have mine quite as full. Pour some of the 7-Up on. And I only fill it up as far as the actual slush is. Otherwise it gets too liquidy. So right there is good. And just and that's about right. See how nice and slushy it is? And you can garnish it with just a little bit of mint here, fresh from the garden. Now we have this little mint garnish. But I wanted to mention that you could also use a stalk of rhubarb, you know, kind of like you do with the celery stalk when you're making a Bloody Mary. That would be a nice garnish and stirrer also. But this really tastes fantastic. And yes, you taste the alcohol, but it's not overpowering. What you really taste is the sweet strawberry and rhubarb. It's very, very fruity and delicious, and it really cools you off on a hot summer day. I hope you try it. This is Prepper Potpourri saying, please subscribe, share the knowledge, thumbs up if you like this video. And as always, thank you so, so much for subscribing. If you want to receive notifications of future videos, just click on that little bell below. Thank you.